Welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very next guest today is this incredible actor known by the name of Stephen M. Center. He's been in this incredible web series called What's Your Chocolate? So yeah, I'm about to add Stephen into the live now to have a chat with Stephen about his role as Dylan in What's Your Chocolate? So yeah, here we go. Hey,
Hey,
Stephen.
Jacob, man, what's up? How are you doing today?
Yeah, really good, thanks. It's a pleasure to have you on, Stephen, by the way. To people that
Yeah.
don't know who you are, Stephen, if you can give like a bit of backstory into yourself, and then we'll dive right into the very first question.
All right, my name is Steven Center. I'm an actor from the Charlotte, North Carolina area, the United States of America. Recently relocated to Melbourne, Victoria, Australia before the pandemic hit. I live here with my beautiful wife, my lovely daughter, and yeah, I'm an actor and just out here trying to do my thing.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the very first question now, Stephen. So you've actually been in this incredible series, started from season 2 as the role of Dylan in What's Your Chocolate web
Yeah.
series. Definitely, people go check out What's Your Chocolate. It's on YouTube. Definitely go check it out. The cast are incredible. What was the whole experience like for you getting to the role of Dylan? What's Your Chocolate season 2?
Oh man, the experience was crazy. It was a fun experience. The creator, director, Tim McCullum, he actually met me on set for another project that we were filming for Fox at the time in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was a show called Shots Fired. But Tim, he pretty much talked to me there. He asked me how much experience I had. I told him I had very little. He then just asked me to come out for audition. He said he liked my look. I had the audition one Saturday morning, and yeah, it was a crazy experience. I got the role right there on the spot right after the audition. We had it at this place called Audio Box Studio, and yeah, the rest was history.
So it's my very next question. So what was your like favorite memorable moment or scene to shoot in What's Your Chocolate season 2 as the role of Dylan, and why?
My favorite scene to shoot actually would probably be my very first scene. The nerves of trying to make sure I remember my lines, try to really envision what I thought I looked like on camera. And it was a scene where I was being chased around the city. It was I my character. When you check out the series, you'll see that I tend to get into some trouble. And yeah, we had this guy, Big Mike. He's a personal trainer out of Charlotte, also an actor as well. And he chased me. He actually caught me and roughed me up. He actually punched me in the face. And you know, it was supposed to be scripted, everything, but he got me. He clipped me. My nose started bleeding, and yeah, boom, welcome to acting. So that was my favorite for that reason, because it was kind of one of those moments where everybody's like looking around like, oh man, what do we do? It's bleeding. Do we stop? Like, and I'm thinking, nah, just keep going. Like, it's not gonna get any more real than this.
Jeez. Well, for my very next question, so what was like audition process like when you first got the role of like Dylan for What's Your Chocolate, and when you got the role, what were your like emotions feeling at the time when you got the role of Dylan?
All right, yeah. So yeah, like I said, the audition process, we were at Audio Box Studios. It was early on a Saturday morning. Audio Box is a recording studio in Charlotte, so had this huge setup, and it was myself and two or three other actors who was auditioning for Dylan, and but also there was this guy Nick Johnson, who played my older brother Vance in the series, reading lines with all the guys. And instantly it was cool. I mean, Tim was there, Nick was there, and we just, I guess, had an immediate chemistry, just going back and forth with our lines, to the point where, I mean, it actually, I was very nervous, but once we actually got into it, it was easy, and almost to the point where I kind of expected to get the role as we were going through the lines. So yeah, no, it was fun. It was a good very well audition, and Tim made it as comfortable as he could, and yeah, was in there, and literally before I left the building, Tim was telling me I had to park.
Awesome. So on to our next question. So who did you get along with like the most out of like the cast members for Watch Your Chocolate?
Oh man, everybody was. We were all pretty tight. It was such a well knit family because again, this was a lot of our first projects where we were getting this type of exposure of being lead characters, being thrown into this sort of thing. So it was very raw, but you know, it was also the hard work of a bunch of dedicated people really trying to have something on their resume or add to their reel. Um, I think only two of us at the time, I wasn't one of them, had done hard, like legitimate hardcore acting work that was considered to be big league. And so for us, it was pretty much to anchor down, learn the do's and don'ts, and but basically through each other. So I think I got along with everybody on set, everybody who was involved in the project, from Curtis Reynolds all the way to Chaz Marsh. I mean, we were just such a tight knit family, man.
So on to our very next question. So what was like the most difficult scene to shoot in What's Your Chocolate as the role of Dylan, and why?
The sex scenes, obviously not coming from an acting background and even understand. I mean, I joked around. These days I have a intimacy coordinator, but back then I didn't even know what the Hollywood kiss was. I mean, it's you kind of just, all right, you see what your co-actors or actresses are okay with it. You kind of just, all right, and you kind of just wait to hear it cut. You get stuck in those awkward positions where you're kissing or you're touching, and you're like, okay, when is it gonna end? Is it gonna stop? Are we gonna keep doing this? How much further does this go? And but not just only that, but also the nerves leading up to it, because then there's always that not knowing and not wanting to go too far, push the envelope too hard. So yeah, definitely the sex scenes, the intimacy scenes, I think were definitely the hardest thing to overcome while filming.
So on to my very next question. So to people that haven't seen What's Your Chocolate, why do you recommend What's Your Chocolate for people that haven't seen the series yet?
Oh man, because it's a lot of fun. It's entertaining. It's a roller coaster of emotions. You not only have my character getting into trouble, but you have my older brother who's going through the turmoil, becoming now the heir apparent of the company, which is Chocolate. It's a magazine company, and you know he's stepping into being the boss. I want to be the boss. You have our lawyer, Max. He's has his own willings and dealings going on, but then you also have the relationships we have that now we're trying to navigate as well. I mean, it's fun. It's a roller coaster. There's not just one storyline, and then it's brilliant because Tim still ties everything all together in the end.
So on to my very next question. So who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
Well, that's what's funny. So, you know, when we're young, we always say stuff, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. I used to think all the time watching Will Smith movies, I wanted to be in Man in Black, Independence Day, stuff like that. And then, you know, you kind of separate from those dreams as you grow up. And I was just blessed to have the opportunity to kind of, I guess, get back to it. And, you know, and went from just being background and extra stuff to now having the opportunity that Tim provided me, and now being here in Australia with a whole agent and getting work here. So I mean, I think it's amazing just how I remember used to having thought about acting, and to now be in this position that I'll go forward with that.
So on to our very next question. So if you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
Oh man, any TV or movie franchise. Well, at the rate Fast and Furious is going, let me just go ahead and hop in 12, 13, 14, 15, and we could be in space and fighting dinosaurs. But not really, I'd say, you know, the Fast and Furious franchise is going. The Creed, I like the Creed franchise that Michael B. Jordan has created, kind of spinning off from the Rocky franchise. I think Michael B. Jordan, he's definitely on to something with the Creed stuff. But also the Bad Boys franchise. I wouldn't mind being in the Bad Boys franchise. But there's just a few to name. But I think more importantly, Creed. I really like where Michael B. Jordan's going with Creed.
So on to our very next question. So what have you learned about yourself, like as a person, like especially during COVID?
I learned how patient I am, actually. I never actually would have considered myself being patient, and maybe it's just the skill set I've acquired. I mean, because that's one thing I guess COVID forced everybody to do, kind of sit down and be patient, wait stuff out. But yeah, now I could actually say patience is definitely a virtue, and I'm well equipped with that virtue.
So on to our very next question. So what are like the positive and negatives into the whole acting industry, and how do you get through those like negatives as an actor?
Positives and negatives in acting. I think the experience as a whole is positive. I mean, it's art. It's a way to express yourself. It's a way to kind of take a character that you may or may not have anything in common with, and now bring it to life. And I believe the positives in that is it just shows the brilliance of the actor or actress who gets to portray it. So, I mean, from a positive perspective, I definitely think just the art in itself is an experience, in that is the positives. And some of the negatives, and a lot of people don't realize, is how much work actually goes into it. I mean, before I even signed with my first, what I consider her big time. Hey, Charmaine, how are you? She's definitely big time, no doubt about it. And I'm so thankful for her. But before I even got to this point, I was acting for 5 years, and I mean, I'm talking about extra work, background, stand-in, web series, and with all of that got me to where I could finally mesh with an agent, impress an agent, and then even now it's been constant, then auditions, and people. I don't think people realize everything that goes into it. It's a lot more than just, oh, I want to act, put me on camera. It's hard work. It's impressing people you've never met before, that you'll never ever see face to face unless they do like you. And a lot of times you never get feedback. You could have 20 auditions, never hear anything back from them. You're never a no, never a yes, never anything, never it was good, never it was bad, and you just keep shooting. And that's a negative. But I also think once you get past that, that's a positive, because you get that thick skin to just, I'm just gonna take my chances. I'm just gonna keep shooting my shot. And I think that's also one of the beautiful parts of the industry.
So on to our very last question. So what's like next for you, like project wise, that you like to announce on the show? If there's any projects that you like to announce.
Well, I'm currently cast on the show here in Australia. It will be coming out, I think, hopefully later this year, early next year. I'm going to be real low about it right now. Don't want to be too high about it. Still trying to figure out how much I can and can't say about it. But yeah, excited about that. It's a supporting role, so I'm not the main guy, but I definitely have some scenes with the main lady. So I'm very excited about that. Other than that, just have a few other auditions, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
It's been a very long and tumultuous journey.
Now you see the body? God.
Would you take me back to what?
It's been weeks. You haven't said a word.
When I love still a
Because
happily ever after. Would you take me back? When the lights
I understand you keep saying that, but you have to listen. If you just tell him you're in trouble, he will help you. Why would he not help you?
if we could change, rewrite history. I tell you
I got the family.
long as you stay with me.
I'm your family. They're your clients.
So you're ending things with me? No. You brought me all the way here to this fancy ass restaurant just to tell me you breaking up with me?
Big slow
Are you looking at Owen?
Yes.
Yeah, but what about me? I'm suffering. I have to go through this every day. Me. She gave up the fight. I told her not to give up.
What you drinking?
Some chocolate.
Wow, girl.
And we know that the Marcos want to have you killed, right?
Pour me a drink. Next door, let's hurry
Well, looks like you got your work cut out for you, detective.
You know what? I do. Let's just hope the breadcrumbs doesn't lead back to your doorstep.
What did I do to you?
Chris, fighting with you was so much easier. Iris. Parents don't give a shit about me. Now back the hell off.
Stacey, you looking for her? She not here. And I know y'all sleeping together too. Boy, if Vance knew.
Really? When I needed you the most, you gonna do another disappearing act?
Look at that bitch, bruh. She is no good for you.
What's good, bro? You ain't get my call. I've been blowing you up all day. For once, I'm showing you they can be the man that turned you on. Just for once, he showed you.